GCSE Higher Practice Paper 3A from mathstutor.biz and mathsdvds.co.uk. So we're going to have a look at a video clip that is based on this practice paper that's available from mathstutor.biz and mathsdvds.co.uk. We're going to have a look at this question number 3. Now, the first questions on any exam paper shouldn't be too difficult for the candidate sitting that particular paper, but it's the questions you have to be the extra careful on with respect of not making too many silly mistakes, preferably not making any silly mistakes. If you want to see the rest of this paper and get a copy of this paper and try it before you look at my answers, then you'll have to go to the website and buy it. Let's have a look at this question 3. Do notice I don't just answer the question, I explain all about it as well. So you might learn something along the way about questions you think you know everything about. Question number 3. GCSE Higher Practice Paper 3A, question number 3. This is the equation of a line and we're going to draw it, but first off we've got to complete this table. If you're given a value on the table, don't ignore it. Make sure you're able to get that value. So when x is 0, y is 10 minus 2 noughts, so yes, I can get it. If you can get it, there's a better chance you can find the other values. If you don't get it right, then you've got a problem. Let's use the positive values first, because it tends to be easier. Y is 10 minus 2 2's, which is 10 minus 4. When x is 1, y is 10 minus 2 1's. When x is minus 1, y is 10 minus 2 times minus 1, which is plus 2, so that's 10 plus 2, which is 12. X is minus 2, so that's minus 2 times minus 2, which is plus 4, 10 plus 4. Notice the pattern, and if you notice the pattern, then you can be fairly sure that things are going to be right. Let's move on to part B, where I suspect we've got to draw it. So, here we go with part B. So there's the table. On the grid, draw the graph. Now, what about this scale? This x has got to go up to plus 2 and down to minus 2. So if we go 1, 2, 3, I suppose we could have gone 1, 2, couldn't we? Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, label it. This has got to go up to 14, so this is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, label it. Plot the points for this graph. X is minus 2, y is 14. X is minus 1, y is 12. X is 0, y is 10, x is 1, y is 8, x is 2, y is 6. Get a ruler and join them up with a nice straight line. And don't forget to label it. So what marks should we get? Well, we'll get some for the table. So we'll have 3 for the table this time. Let's be really generous. Minus 1 each mistake. And no. We'll have 2 for the table. And we'll have 3 for the graph. 1 for labelling the axes, 1 for plotting the points accurately, and 1 for drawing the graph and labelling it. I think the question continues, doesn't it? We've even got a part C to this. No, we haven't. I thought we got a part C. Yes, we have. We got what is the gradient of the line. So I didn't print that part. Let's mark it here. Gradient of the line. Well, it's going this way, so it's a negative gradient. So if you know all about y equals mx plus c, you'll know that this is the equation of a straight line. And this can be written as y equals minus 2x plus 10. This is where it cuts the y-axis, which nobody asked me to tell you, but I'm going to anyway. And this is the gradient. So the gradient is minus 2. You can also do it by looking at the line itself and saying that over that, or that over that. But do be very careful, don't go 2 over 4 or 1 over 2, because you won't get that answer. You must take into account the scale. So that is actually not 1, 2, but 2, 4. And that is not 1, 2, 3, 4, but 1, 2. So the gradient of the line is the y difference over the x difference. But it's leaning this way, so it's a negative gradient. Well, I did a lot of nattering there just to find one little answer, but maybe it's helped you along the way. 2 marks. 1 for the number 2 and 1 for the negative sign. Now I think we've finished question number 3, haven't we?